Thrive. It's thrive. Today's topic is about thrive. We want to empower you to thrive. We want to empower you to thrive. Fuzz says he's thirsty. If you all have been empowered through Achievement Breakthrough, please, I got a lot going on right. please put it in the comment section. Let us know. Let us know that you have been empowered with Achievement Breakthrough sessions on Tuesdays at 12 o'clock. We want to hear from you. You can send us a nice video clip of your testimonies of being empowered with us. We are excited. So today's subject is thrive. We want to empower you today to thrive. What does that mean? Thrive simply is to grow. It's to grow strongly. It is to do well. It is to grow or develop vastly or vigorously. And we want to empower you to thrive. We want to empower you to be the best you that you can be, and no matter what the circumstance or situation is, that you will always come out on top because you are thriving. You are pushing forward. You are making the mark. You are making sure that everything that you do is going to push you to the next level. It's going to push you to your next place. It's going to push you into at an excelling rate, and then you're going to prosper from that pushing. And so we want you to thrive. Somebody put thrive. Thrive means to prosper. Thrive means to flourish. Thrive means to bloom. Thrive means to blossom. Thrive means to advance. Thrive means to profit. It means to expand. It's healthy. It means successful. It means going strong. It means developing. We are empowering you to thrive. A lot of issues that we have in our personal lives today, or even in our social lives today, or even in our relational lives today, is we're having a hard time thriving. We're having a hard time making it. We're having a hard time finding that motivation or that ambition. And what Achieving Breakthrough wants to do today in this empowerment session is give you the tools you need to thrive. Somebody say, I want to thrive. So how do you say that? You say that out of your mouth, and then you're going to text in the comments, I want to thrive. I want to thrive. It is very, very important that you thrive in this time. It is very important that you thrust yourself into a thriving season, into a thriving pattern. It is very imperative that you thrust yourself into a thriving rhythm, because oftentimes we get locked out of situations and locked from circumstances based off of things that has happened to us, and it has dampened our ambition or our motivation to thrive. It has affected, or it has hindered, or it has slowed down our thriving rhythm, our thriving pattern, our thriving desires. It has hindered or prohibited us from thriving. If you want to thrive in any aspect or any area of your life, then you yourself have to be empowered to do just that. Once again, what is thrive? Thrive means to grow strongly. It is to do well. It is to develop well or vigorously. That means you're going at this thing at an accelerated rate. You're going at this thing boldly. You're going at this thing aggressively, but not aggressive where you're not using wisdom or you're not using knowledge and you're not, comprehending, but you're going at it aggressively with a desire to complete the task, with a desire to complete the project, with a desire to reach the goal, with a desire to maintain that aspiration, with a desire to get the ball rolling. You want want to be thriving. And oftentimes we look at thriving as a way of, well, if I'm not, making any money, then I'm not thriving. Well, maybe what you're doing is not the time for you to produce the money, but to thrive in the plan, to thrive in the building of it, to thrive in the productivity of it, to thrive in the consistency of it, to thrive in the relational aspect of it. You have to understand that all the time thriving doesn't start out producing monetarily, but thriving starts from within. And what you do within, that means how you thrive in your thinking pattern, how you thrive in your emotional pattern, how you're thriving in your spiritual pattern, how you're thriving in your personal pattern. All that will help develop and cultivate you to thrive outwardly, because inwardly you have been producing, inwardly you have been thriving to get to that lane, to get to that place, to get to that point. So what Achieving Breakthrough wants you to understand, that you need to break through in your thrive. Okay? You know how people say, come on, let's break through and strive. You have to break through in your thrive. Okay? Thriving means you should be prosper. It's to flourish. It's to bloom. It's to expand. It's healthy. It's successful. It's going strong. It's developing. It's point blank, simple. Thrive means to be profitable. So what are we saying today? We are empowering you to thrive, but thrive through profitability. What are we saying? We want you to not just be doing something, but you should be doing something for a productivity, to be profitable, to see a manifestation, to see the works of your hands, to see the works of your thoughts. There should be something you should be profiting. You should be profiting rather from the thrive. Okay. You should not be thriving and see no results. You should not be thriving and you can't get any residual income or any manifestation from it. Then it is an aimless thrive. It's a pointless thrive. It's a pointless victory. It's no victory really, if you think about it, if you are not aiming or thriving towards something that is profitable for you, that is profitable for your family, that is profitable for your business, that is profitable for your ministry, that is profitable for your health, that is profitable for your mental state, that is profitable for your emotional state, that is profitable for your spiritual state. You need to be thriving in your emotional capacity. You need to be thriving in your spiritual capacity. You need to be thriving in your relational capacity. You need to be thriving in your business. You need to be thriving in your family. You need to be thriving at work. You need to be thriving in a holistic aspect. You cannot say, I'm going to thrive with God, but then you don't want to thrive mentally, or I want to thrive mentally, but I don't care about my health. No, where you have the mindset and the mentality that I want to break through and I want to be better, then that means everything about you has to have that one accord, has to have that one unison where you say everything about, if I'm going to thrive financially, then I'm going to thrive spiritually. And if I thrive spiritually and financially, then I'm going to thrive relationally. If I'm going to thrive all those places, then I'm going to thrive emotionally. What you're basically saying is, I'm going to break through in my life. I'm going to bring breakthrough. I'm going to be empowered to bring breakthrough in my finances, because I'm going to thrive in that. I'm going to thrive in my emotional, in my psyche, and all those different areas. Because if you put in your mind that I want to achieve breakthrough by empowering myself to thrive in every area, then the word I keep hearing is holistic. It's holistic. You don't get to take one part of your life and say I'm thriving there, because if one part of your life is shabby, then the other part is shabby, because you can't be healthy. Oh, my heart is healthy, but I'm obese. No, then you're not healthy. So if my heart is okay, but the doctor says I'm overweight, then guess what? Then altogether, as a holistic aspect, you are not healthy. Your health is not thriving. It doesn't matter if you can hear out of your ear, but if you got wax in your ear, then your ear is not clean. You understand what I'm saying? So it has to be a holistic aspect when it comes to thriving. And Achieving Breakthrough wants you to know that this is not the time to just be proportional. This is not the time to just say a third of me is going to do this, but the rest of this is going to do that. No, this is a time where you need to be thriving. thriving from a holistic standpoint, emotionally, physically, financially, relationally, educational wise, ministry wise, spiritually. You need to be thriving from a family standpoint. You understand what I'm saying? From a creative standpoint, there needs to be a thrust in you that says it doesn't matter what's going on. I have to, what does thrive mean? Prosper. I'm going to flourish. I'm going to bloom. I'm going to advance. I'm going to be profitable. Profitable means that it is beneficial. It is useful. It is yielding. It is financially gainful. So anything that I'm doing in any area of my life, whether it is building a relationship with God, whether it's building a brand or a business, whether it's establishing better relationships, whether it's mending my broken home, whether it's mending my marriage, mending my relationship with my mom or my dad, building the ministry, going to work, whatever that whole aspect is, every entity of you, your emotional, physical, mental, social parameters, the holistic you have to be profitable in every last one of those areas. And thriving simply means to be profitable. That means everything that you do needs to be beneficial and useful and yielding in every area of your life. You cannot remain the same. You cannot work on your health and not work on your heart. You cannot work on your mind and not work on your decision making. You cannot work on your attitude and not work on your prayer life. You cannot work on being a better leader at church and not work on being a better worker at work. It don't work that way. Whatever you yield in one place, you should be yielding it in another. You must go forth. You must thrive in profitability. And to know that you're thriving is when you can see these things. When you know that you're thriving, then you know that you are profitable, because there is a physical manifestation of that in which you have been thriving in, whatever that area may be. Okay, let's look at it. Thriving, the opposite of thriving is decline. It's to wither. It's to fail. It's to be stagnant. It is dying. It is unhealthy. And so if you are saying, oh, I'm going to thrive, in my education because I want to get my doctorate degree, or I want to get I want to build a multi-billion-dollar business, but then you sitting over here and your finances is declining and your financial state is withering away, and you're stagnant in your discipline in spending and it's unhealthy, then you can't thrive in where you're saying you're in one place without thriving in the other. We don't want to be the opposite of thriving. So what we want to do is we want to assess where we are. We want to look and see, am I really thriving? If I'm thriving here, it's, how we say all the time, oh, I'm happy at work, but I'm not happy at home. Or I'm happy at home and I'm not happy at work. Or I love going to church, but everything at home is not right. Or I have a good time with my friends, but I don't have a good time with my family. That means that there is an area that is dying, that is withering, that is failing, that is unhealthy, which is the opposite of thriving. Just as intentional as you are and being conscious and mindful of how you treat yourself, it is the same what I want to say is the same force. It is the same drive. It is the same thriving that you should put in when you're dealing with everybody else. If you're being mindful that you're making wiser decisions about not hindering yourself, not afflicting yourself, not stagnating yourself, then you need to make sure that in every facet of your life, in every area that you're in, that you're thriving to be that intentional in that area as well. And when you look at your life from a holistic standpoint, then you're able to take that same thrust, that same thrive, that same zeal, that same boldness, and transfer it over into your financial area, into your relational area, into the educational area, into the economic area, into your business area, into the ministry area, into your personal relationship area, unto your family, unto your children. And you get to see the profit from that. What is profit from thriving? It is beneficial to you. It is useful to you. It is yielding. Majority of the time, they tell us that people live longer lives when they're happy You know what I'm saying? You can be healthy and not happy, and then you're really not healthy, because they say people die from a broken heart. Oh, they were so happy, but they died from a broken heart because everything around them was great, but something was wrong with their heart. And when something is wrong with one place inside of you, it is very difficult for you to thrive in the other areas. It's like using a cane, and if you don't get a crutch, let me use it that way, then you'll wear out the good side. So they give you a crutch so that there can be a balance in the part that is defective and the part that's not. But then you get some people in life who don't use the crutch. I don't need that crutch. I don't need that cane. And they're not thinking that without that support or without that help, that they are causing the side that is well to wear and tear. And eventually, because you did not use what you needed to help the other area that was weakened thrive, now you brought a hindrance to the other side that was whole. And what am I saying? We are saying that in order to thrive and achieve breakthrough, then you need to assess the necessary tools that you need in the weakened areas, so that that same thing that's in the thriving area can spill over into the weakened area, and you balance yourself out, and then you see that you are being profitable in those areas. Somebody say, I'm ready to be profitable by thriving. I need you to type that in. I'm ready to break through in every area of my life by thriving, and the manifestation of that thriving will be profitable to you. Let's deal with some tools that you're going to need in order to thrive in profitability. The first tool you need in order to thrive in this time of your life is tenacity. You need the tool of tenacity. Tenacity is the quality or the fact of being determined. You cannot thrive without determination. You cannot thrive without being determined. That means I'm determined to, let's get past this. Let me build my credit score. As simple as discipline and spending. The word is discipline. You can build a great credit score if you just thrive in discipline. I need discipline. So I need to thrive in the area of discipline and my spending habits. And when I thrive in the area of discipline, then I notice that I'm undisciplined in this area. So let me now take the discipline that I use to help me develop discipline in my finances and use the same root word, which is discipline, and thrive over here in relationship building. If everybody thinks you're so negative, and everybody thinks you're nasty, and everybody thinks that they just can't talk to you because you are the gloom of the day, then you need to work on your emotional stability and thriving and gaining discipline, that your emotions don't control you, but that you thrive in having healthy emotions and healthy control over that. And that allows you to be thriving, which makes you be profitable in your relationships. That means it will bring something to you. It will produce something for you that will be useful for you in the developmental of your life, in the developmental of your plans, in the developmental of your aspirations, in the developmental of your relationships. You must understand that in this time, you have to thrive, and thriving produces profitability. You are able to be profitable when you are thriving. Thriving is a positive. It's not a negative. All right. And so you need, the first tool is tenacity. You need the quality of being determined. You need tenacity in order to thrive. That means it doesn't matter what comes. It doesn't matter what goes. I'm going to break through because I'm determined to thrive. I'm determined to produce. I'm determined to be profitable. I'm determined to see the better outcome of this thing. So I'm going to keep at it. It's having a continual mindset. A continual mindset to be persistent in a thing. So tenacity is needed in order to thrive, because when you're thriving, then you are profitable. Okay? The next tool you need is the know-how. Yeah, it's just that simple. Somebody say, I know how. I know how. Achieving breakthroughs want you to understand that not only do you need to achieve breakthrough by striding in the area of thriving to be profitable, so you need tenacity, but you need to have the know-how. You can't thrive if you don't know. How do I thrive? What does that look like? What am I doing? How do I get there? What's the destination? What's the place? What is the plan? What is the strategy? What is the puzzle piece? What does the final picture look like? And so in order to thrive, you have to have tenacity, but you have to have the know-how. What does that mean? You have to have the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding, the design, the system, the strategy, and you need to know how to implement all of that. You can't be the creator of it and you lack implementation. Because then you cannot effectively say and confidently say, I've thrived, I've done it, I've produced. This was profitable to me. So in order to thrive, you must have tenacity. That's one tool. That means you must have the determination to make this thing work. It don't matter what they say, hook or crook. I'm going to break through and I'm going to be profitable because I'm going to thrive in the area of my finances. I'm going to thrive in the area of my relationships. I'm going to thrive in the area of my business, my brand, my product, my lining, my beautician, all of those different things that you do, my ministry. I'm going to thrive in that area because I have the tenacity, which is the determination. And not only do I have the tool of tenacity, I also have the tool of knowledge, the know-how. That means I have the knowledge, I have the wisdom, I have the understanding, I have the comprehension, I have the system, I have the strategy, I have the work. I know what it means to thrive. I have the understanding of what I'm thriving for. I have the comprehension of what I'm thriving for. So as I'm going with the determination that I'm going to make this business work, I'm going to make this business great, I'm going to make this marriage awesome, I'm going to make this relationship off the chain, I'm going to make this be the best family structure you've ever seen, I'm going to make my position, wish they gave me a promotion and made my position monthly or salary based instead of hourly, because I'm going to thrive in every area and every aspect of my life because I know what I'm doing. I know how it should be done. I created the system. I created the strategy. But not only did I do that, I implemented it. You have to implement. So once again, we're empowering you to break your stride in thriving, break through in thriving so that you can be profitable. And one of the tools for thriving is tenacity. The second tool is the know-how. And the final tool is consistency. In order to be profitable in your thrive, in your thrust, then you have to use the tool of consistency. Consistency is something that stays the same. It's done the same, or it looks the same. It is reliable. It is trustworthy. Nobody's going to continue to come to your business. Nobody's going to continue to glean from you. Nobody's going to continue to use your ministry or use your talent or use your gift or continue to be in a relationship with you, whether it's your girlfriends or your boyfriends or your friends, your family. Nobody's going to want to deal with you if you're not consistent. And when you are consistent, it doesn't mean you're boring. It means that they can count on you to give them what it is they're coming to you to get. It means that they know no matter what it is, I know that that I'm going to get the same level of expertise or the same level of excellence or the same level of positivity or the same level of product or productivity if I come to Crystal, or if I come to Felicia, or if I come to Stacy, or if I come to Arthur, I'm going to get a great level of excellence if I come to them, because every time I've came or every time I've supported them, they've always produced with the same level of consistency. So I have no low level of expectation of them, because they're always thriving in the area of kindness. They're always thriving in the area of love. They're always thriving in the area of follow through. They're always thriving in the area of strategizing. They're always thriving to be kind and to talk in a loving tone. They're always thriving and taking care of their business. So I know that before they begin to build their business, they were just thriving in their personal life. So I know that if I go to them for their business or their product, or as a friend, or in a relationship, or as a family member, or even at work, then I expect that same level because they are consistent. You cannot be thriving and inconsistent, because thriving and inconsistency, it don't go together. That's a positive and a negative. Now, you need a positive and a negative to get some energy, but you don't need a positive and a negative, to produce. You got to produce. You will not get what you're looking for if you do not use these 3 tools in your thriving. A lot of you all need to break through in the area of the business idea that you have. A lot of you need to break through in your brand. A lot of you need to break through in relationships. A lot of you need to break through in your family. A lot of you need to break through in entrepreneurship. A lot of you need to break through in your finances. And what we are telling you at Achieving Breakthroughs, we are empowering you that in order to achieve that breakthrough in those particular areas, even in your health, a lot of you need to thrive. That means strongly grow, okay? Vigorously do well, all right? Prosper, flourish, bloom. How can I do that? How can I thrive, which is prosper, which is flourish, which is bloom, which is growing strong, which is developing, which is being profitable, which profitable means being beneficial. So you know what Achieving Breakthrough is saying? You're saying, how can I be beneficial to myself? How can I be useful to those around me? How can I yield forth fruit or yield forth productivity wherever I'm at? By having tenacity, that's the first tool. By having the know-how, and by having consistency. You must, in order to thrive in this time, you must have tenacity. You must have the know-how, and you must have consistency. We cannot bring forth this business. We cannot thrive in our health. We cannot thrive in our relationships. We cannot thrive in our economic system. We cannot thrive in our spiritual walk. We cannot thrive in our education. We cannot thrive in our homes. We cannot thrive on our jobs. We cannot thrive in any area of our lives if we do not have the determination, which is tenacity. If we do not have the strategy, the systems, the zeal, the fire, the knowledge, the wisdom, which is the know-how. And we cannot thrive if we are not consistent, which is trustworthy, reliable. Come on, people. Say, I'm ready to thrive. Type that down in there. Say, I'm ready to thrive. If you are ready to break through, which means you're ready to break through in your stride, then you need to say, I'm ready to thrive. I'm empowered to thrive. That means when you're done listening to this empowerment session, guess what should be going on in your mind? If what I'm doing, you understand, I'm not doing it well. It's not prospering. It's not flourishing. It's not blooming. It's not blossoming. What am I doing wrong? First, you need to make sure that's something that you should be doing. Every idea that you think is good is not the gifted idea. I'm going to use scripture for you. Your gift will make room for you. Your gift will make room. Are you trying to build the business in the area of your gifting, or are you just trying to make some money? Because if you're just trying to make money because you love money, it's the root to all evil. You're never going to make it. You have to have the know-how in order to be able to manage money. You got to have the know-how in order to even manage your business. So your aim is not, I would just want to make money. If you want to be profitable, because money is good in the right hands. Money is good for the person that knows what money is for. And money is profitable. It is a profitable resource. It is beneficial. It is useful. It yields for fruit. But if you have no discipline in that area, you have not thrived, then you're not going to see it. You're not going to see it. And what we want you to stop just doing and start thriving. Stop just doing and start advancing. Stop just doing and start flourishing. Stop just doing and start being profitable. Start being profitable. And all of this is a process. It's a process to tenacity, the quality, the boldness. It's a process to knowing how, to having knowledge and wisdom. And it is a process to consistency. So, this has been Achieving Breakthroughs with Coach Ivory Hector. I am excited, and I hope everyone has been empowered to thrive. And when I'm thriving, then I am profitable. That's what I want you all to know. I want you to know that when you're thriving, that you are profitable. That means you have healthy relationships. You have a healthy spending habit. You have a healthy budgeting. You have a healthy vision and dream, and your systems are working itself out. It doesn't mean hiccups are not going to come. It doesn't mean things are not going to happen. It means that because I'm thriving, I'm determined, and it doesn't matter. If you see a hole, then you need to turn around, dig up some dirt, cover that hole up so you can get to the other side. That's thriving. Holes don't stop you. And I ain't say holes. I said holes. Holes. They don't stop you. You plow through that thing and you get to the other side. You thrive. You thrust, you move forward, you make it happen, you go. That's what we do. That's what breaking through means. Breaking through means I don't stop. I plow through that thing until I get through. I have to see through it. If you see a hole, you see the hole, but you see past the hole because that's where you're going. Or if you see a hole, guess what you do? To be profitable and to thrive is to flourish. You throw some seeds in that hole, put some dirt over it, water it. And it shall bring forth. It shall produce. You shall be profitable. But you can only be profitable if you're thriving. And you can only thrive if you have tenacity, if you have the know-how, and if you are consistent. Once again, this is Achieving Breakthroughs, Empowerment Tuesday, Lunchtime Mixed Break with Coach Ivory Hector. And I will see you all next week. Peace out. Enjoy. Check our page. Check our website. Replay it. Share. Like. But what I really want you to do is to apply. It means nothing if you don't implement. You just felt good for 30 minutes. You need to know that you're good, not feel good. You need to know that you're good. And to know that you're good is to see the manifestation of achieving breakthroughs in your lives, because I applied what was given and I implemented it and I saw the fruit of it. Enjoy your Tuesday. Have fun. And once again, peace out.